this is a combination of 3-1 and 3-2. So number 2 asks us, in this figure, we know that the measurement of angle 11 is 62 degrees and the measurement of angle 14 is 38. You want to find the measure of the angles in this question. So they tell you the different angles and using what postulate. Okay, so here, let's start by plugging in the values that we know. We know that 11, so I'm going to delete 11 here and write that angle measurement of 62. Then I'm going to erase angle 14 and I'm going to put here, they say it's 38, right? So I'm going to say this verbally. I won't write this down. I'm going to start by actually just filling this out. So I'm only going to focus on this right now. Okay. So if you take a look at this, you can actually determine 8. Why? Well, vertical angles. So this has to be 62 because of vertical angles. Okay. If this is 38, 9 has to also be 38. Okay, because of vertical angles. Then we could now get angle 7 because take a look. It forms a linear pair. Do you see the line that it makes? So you can do 180 subtract 62. And what does that get you? Looks like that is 118. Okay, so we can say, therefore, based on linear pair, this angle is 118. Okay. Likewise, this by vertical angles is also 118 because it's a reflection of that angle. Okay. Likewise, we can now get 13 here as well using the linear pair. Take a look. It should look something like this. Do you see the line that it makes? Okay, so we can do 180 subtract 38. And what do we get when we subtract 38? It is 142. So we can say that this angle is 142 degrees. Then, based on vertical angles, we know that this also has to be 142. Okay, don't try to get 4 and 6 right now. Okay, let's work with inside this triangle. We know that inside any triangle that the total angles here have to add up to what? Okay, they have to add up to 180. So far we have the value of 62, 38, and we need to know this angle here, which was angle 5. So we can say this is just x. So we know 62 plus 38 plus x has to be equal to 180. So we can do 62 plus 38. This gets you 100 plus x is equal to 180. If we subtract 100 to both sides, we now get x is equal to 80. That is how we get right here as the value of 80. Okay. I'm going to clean this up for you. So we use the total sum inside a triangle is 180 degrees. Then we can actually get vertical angles here. Do you see that? There you go. So if this is 80, its reflection is also 80. Okay. Now, we want to look at what angles we can get here. Okay. Okay. Let's think through this. Okay. We can actually get 4. Let me show you how. Notice that 4 is on the same side and on the inside with the 118. So they are consecutive interior. Do you see that? That means that they have to add up to 180. So let's see that. Okay. we know that angle 4 has to add up with 118 equals to 180, because again, this is consecutive interior angles. Add up, they are supplementary, they add up to 180. Okay, so if we subtract 118 to both sides, you get angle 4 is equal to, I think it is 62 degrees. Okay, so we can say that angle 4 here is 62 degrees. Then by vertical angle 3 can also be 62 degrees. Okay, now we just have to do it one more time. We have to try to get this angle, angle 6. Notice angle 6 is also right here. Okay, this is angle 6. This is also a consecutive interior angle with the 142. That means they add up to 180. So we can write angle 6 plus 142 is equal to 180. Subtract 142 to both sides. We can say that angle 6 is 38. So we can erase this and then put 38. We can now erase angle 1 because based on vertical angles, it's also 38. So we can now use that to answer our question. Okay, so we can now look at the angles and see where they fit here. In the angle 4 spot, that looks like that is equal to 62 degrees. In the angle 3 spot, that also looks like 62 degrees because of vertical angles. The angle 12 spot looks like that is 118, and we got that from linear pair. Then angle 8, it is 62 because we got that from vertical angles. Angle 6, it is 38, and we got that from consecutive interior. Angle 2, it is 80, and we got that from the vertical from the other 80. Then we got angle 10, which was 142. I got that from using vertical angles. Angle 5 looks like 80, and we use the total sum inside a triangle is 180. Then we have angle 1, which is going to be 38 degrees. All right, so there you go.